One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players you can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys.
Brings it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the single back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense is kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Johnson looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Miners offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Got it in the middle, it's Blackburn. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. They'll leave it with him. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice move to pick up yardage. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Whoa, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing it.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. Now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
Now he's going to break the pocket. That's it, fly. Pulls it in. It's Smith. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. We've reached a break. Northern Illinois holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, 1st down here. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Miners have it with a 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. From the gun. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Utep! Quick strike through the air for the score. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill-spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Defense looks like they're coming. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Flips it out in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They'll test the right side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10, easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On the move, he fires. Pick off. What a play by this defense. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got an open man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Going to the running game. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Huskies are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Utep has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen.
Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Runs through a tackle.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Powers through the defender.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Utep has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation. You go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Oh, they're after him! The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip, because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's ball. At the 45, on its way. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the lone running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utep.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this offense. They just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Gets away from one. He's got space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a move. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
This offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Quick handoff. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Working on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. That's the end of the quarter, and Utep has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
That kicker needed to club up. Fortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Blackburn. Can't get him to the ground. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Miners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The running back has it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. You're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Finds a man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Here's the pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Snagged in the middle. It's Blackburn. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Miners just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
I love this offense calling RPO anywhere on the field because this running... is a home run threat every time he touches the football. At any point on the field, he has the ability to get in the second level of this defense and hurt him with his speed.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks it in. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Memphis was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Bluff City. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Johnson looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quick.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utep! And the pummeling has started. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Utep 42, Northern Illinois 18.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film. They may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Johnson wants to throw it. Keeps the play going. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Nicholas. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.